The old man's been at it again. Yeah, we bought Powerfab 1700. This was in the infancy of mini diggers, made in Tredegar, 1984ish. Obviously you can see she needs a bit of work. Yeah, there's the badge, Powerfab in Tredegar. These did come with tinted glass. As you can see, the glass has had its best days. And there's a radio in it. Obviously the radio's not working. But yeah, she got a blade on her. Swing arm. And she's piped her hammer. I don't know whether that's a toffee hammer, but yeah, it was new to Welsh Water. Perkins 10310 engine, and like I say, there's the Welsh Water sticker still in it. As you can see, she's got a problem with it at the minute. She's racing away. She'll only go on full revs, suspecting a governor problem. So we've got the pump out. We've got to put the pump back in. The fella I bought it off had converted it to electric fuel pump, and it was an old SU fuel pump, so you wanted that back. So I've got a new fuel pump to go on it, and I've got to put the stop solenoid, which goes in there, and until it gets electric power you won't start it. Suspecting you may have to take the engine out to get at the governor, because it's pretty rammed in there. Might be lucky and take the radiator and fan off, but yeah, another one to add to the list. So
ever-growing list.
Ever-growing list.
Things that will probably never ever get finished.
But yeah.
So we haven't actually been able to resolve the pump issue just yet, but we're gonna have to pop it back on today, just because we need to move it out the way. We got an actual vintage plant show down here in the next couple of weeks, so we need to move this out the way so the prep work can begin. As you can see, there's a fair few
Exhibits.
Classics in the shed. These will all be coming out for the show. And obviously we'll be recording that. Praying for some nice weather.
And there's your little 3-cylinder pump. Perkins rack is free. Perkins 10310 that's fitted to JCBs, and yeah, so we're going to put it back on now and
Move it out the way, is it?
move it out of the way. Hopefully.
All sounds good in principle.
Yeah. So there's a little clip that goes on the governor arm. So that's a bit of, you don't want to be dropping that down into the...
It was on that push rod there, does it?
Yeah. So I'll just take the bolts off now.
Oh yeah, I see.
Take the bolts out. Took it off a couple of weeks ago. But
Didn't get around to doing anything with it.
no, I had a look at it. It's one of those. The throttle cable was kinked on it and seized, so I've managed to get a new throttle cable. Put that pin out there so we don't lose it. Now if this goes all to plan, That should go on there like that. Oh, come on. And then hopefully, I don't know where to get a pair of long pliers. I think I will get a pair of long pliers.
Yeah.
Hold the clip, because you need about 3 or 4 pairs of hands. Ah, brilliant. I was worrying about that in case it dropped down, and that just fits over. Clips back over to hold when they inject the pipes. And obviously we've got the spring now in the
Cam's probably depressing one of the lobes, is it?
Yeah.
Pull down with a nut, so
Yeah. And obviously I'm well prepared. Now I've got my spanners ready. I'll just get my spanners. Good old multi-purpose socket set.
yeah, we highly recommend these guys. If you're in the UK, these multi-piece Halfords tool sets
Worth the wait.
can't be faulted for the price. Lifetime warranty on them. Pretty much everything you could possibly need. Obviously, they're no good for the heavy equipment, but for your general day-to-day spannering as such, fantastic.
You save time going back and forth to the workshop. Most popular sizes there. So now I can stick the
Injector pipes.
stops all on again. I've already checked this. This is working, but it's got to come off to allow you to withdraw the pump, and then that just goes in the side. Just do it a band tight, that's all it needs. And then this is your power supply. As soon as ignition goes on, the pin on the stop solenoid withdraws and allows the rack to move. This is also where they pick up the power for the inline fuel pump.
So we've got this pump just temporarily hooked up here to the stop solenoid. Like I say, we're only doing this at the minute just so we can move this out the way. We'll mount this more permanently at a later date when we actually start working on it properly. just going to check this pump is actually working. Turn the ignition on, Dad. What? Turn the ignition on. Right. Let's see if we can't pick up an earth here. Yeah, that's working. Okay, so we'll have to we'll chuck our in air for now.
Yeah.
With a bolt. So just temporarily. Chuck this in line.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can bleed it, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That won't start
Crank it
pumping
over.
the injectors
Not until the pump. No.
moves.
I think last time I'm Powerfab. No. Well, in true fashion, things haven't gone to plan. In our attempts to get it going, with probably batteries that were probably underpowered, or probably well past their sell-by date. I think we've cooked the starter, yeah. But as always, it's in the most inaccessible place. We've got to take the airbox off, exhaust off, which to be honest is proven not to be a bad thing. Because the exhaust manifold, or the exhaust header, is actually cracked. So just notice, right across there, look.
The starter's still warm.
And to be honest, whoever's manufactured this obviously wasn't wasn't concerned about exhaust gas flow, I can assure you that. Looks like it's been made out of a bit of 50mm box section, doesn't it? I'm sure there's some improvements that can be made on that. That's a job for a later date. Another one on the list.
Right.
Yeah, so
See if I can get
in order to access this starter, we've got to take the exhaust off, the airbox off, and now the diesel tank. We've got to drop the diesel tank forward just to get at the bolts. And even now they're not the easiest, that bottom bolt is not the easiest thing to get to. So I'm not sure whether the actual starter's packed up itself or whether this cabling, this battery cable is deteriorating. But we can take it off, we'll test it all, put some new battery cables on, get some better terminals. For some reason unknown to us, there's a negative battery terminal on the positive line and a positive battery terminal on the negative line. I'm sure we can sort that out.
Right, so look if I can get in there.
Right, after much fighting, we managed to get the starter off. Get this disconnected now and get it checked out. We'll get some
New leads.
get some new battery leads made up. We'll try again. That's quite loose on the back there, see?
Is it?
I haven't even cracked that off yet, did I? Hold on. Spin it. probably the power in it. Loops in, loops out.
Right.
That's probably the power feed for the rest of the machine. Because the from the battery terminal it goes straight to the starter, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it probably loops out to there to power. You know, take the ignition up. And power the lights and whatnot.
So there it is.
It's still warm. Yeah, we'll get that checked out. Get it overhauled if needs be. Get it back on. We'll try again. With a new battery. Well, we're back. It's a new day. And as you might have already guessed, the guys have already moved it out of the way. As we previously mentioned, it was in the way of, it was blocking the shed. And there's plenty of show prep going on now, as the show is next month. So, guys have managed to slew it around 90 degrees, and I think they just picked it up with the forks and moved it out of the way. So the plan now, we've got a new starter motor and some battery cables. We're going to try and get them fitted now, and we're still going to go ahead, see if we can get it to run. Because we do have to sort out that issue with the governor, with the engine's running away slightly. So, we've managed to acquire a brand new starter motor. Originally we were just going to look to get this one overhauled, but it actually worked out cheaper just to get a new one. This was relatively cheap actually, in comparison to what it would have cost to have somebody overhaul that one. And we got ourselves some new battery leads, so we'll get them on as well. Don't really know what was going on with these, to be honest. They're all over the shop. I think that was part of our troubles, to be honest, when we were trying to start it last time. So we'll get these on as well. We've got a freshly charged battery. Give ourselves the best chance possible to get this thing running. We haven't had a chance to sort this exhaust out yet, but we'll bolt this back on for now, just for the purposes of getting it up and running. At least we can track it about then, move it about if we need to, and we look to we'll get something better made up when we actually start restoring this thing properly. I think the first thing we're going to do is get the cab off, innit, Dad?
Yeah, get the cab off, get the bad metal out. Should be a fair bit of it. Yeah, lift it off, cut everything bad out, weld new in, spray it back to the original white, and the bottom half would have been orange. Yeah, that's the plan. I don't think there were many of these built. Like I said before in the previous videos, Powerfab 1700X, new to Welsh water, and as you can see it would have been quite modern with a radio in it. So back in 1980s, 84, I would have given the driver some creature comforts, and there's even a heater in it. How long that worked once it came out of the factory is good a guess as anyone's guess. But it would have been
warranty valid till it's on the back of the low loader, I expect.
It would have been quite a nice machine in its day. Yeah, we'll
yeah, crack on, let's get that starter motor in.
We undid all the battery terminals.
Just gotta pull that
out.
pull that wiring out.
A box of bits and pieces. I think these are the starter ones, aren't they?
Take them off in a minute. Yeah, it should fit on that stud. Give that ring terminal a clean up.
Where's that ring terminal off? Can you remember?
Yeah.
You just give it a... Clean there now.
Was there no washers on one of the bolts?
I don't think there was. Or if there was,
They them too.
could well be. Do they fit over? Safekeeping.
It's slimmer, this new starter.
Does that help us?
Yeah. Should be easier to tighten it up.
Just hope the technology's come on and it's not smaller.
I mean, it was listed for this engine, so. Okay, so we got that starter bolted on it. That was a heck of a lot easier than getting the old one off. This starter, the actual main body of this starter motor is a lot thinner than the existing one. So it actually meant we could get onto the bolt a lot easier to tighten them up. It's quite difficult getting in there without taking this one of these main hydraulic lines off, which we didn't really want to do because we didn't want to drain the hydraulic oil if we could help it.
Just hope it's not to the detriment of the starting.
I mean, yeah, I'd say it shouldn't be. So we get these ring terminals back on now. Have to clean them up. Get that on there.
And we'd assume, well, I presume, negative earth. All good.
Maybe just give this spade a little crimp. It's quite loose on
The pliers are there. now, is it? No, there we go. There we go, that's nice and tight on it now. Pop this back into this clip. I'll just come round now the other side. There we go, got it all back together. That wasn't too bad of a job, in all honesty. Went back together pretty well. I say this is only temporary anyway. We're planning on giving this thing a good a full restoration, so it's going to be stripped back down at some point. I just wanted to get it up and running, so at least we can move it about in the interim. So fresh starter motor, 2 new battery cables. We got a fresh, well I say fresh, we got a hopefully fully charged battery now we can put on it, and hopefully we can fire it up for you guys. They've chucked an old bit of alley in there. Whoever had it. Yeah, definitely a 12. They've chucked a old bit of alley in there just to make up the floor. There's plenty of content coming up on the channel as well, guys, so if you are enjoying it, I know this is a relatively new channel and we're still getting to grips with the filming and the video editing, but if you are enjoying it, guys, and you want to see more, please do hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and we will keep this content coming. We got plenty to do. There is plenty of stuff up and coming. We got work to do on the Case 450, the Hymark 370C. There's a little Evelyn Barfoot dumper. We've got a ram to change, or seals to do on the Hymark next, or within the next couple of weeks. So we'll definitely film that for you guys. You haven't seen the Hymark yet? It's a Hymark 370C. We've had it a couple of years actually. It's a shame because we picked it up. It was in quite good nick really when we picked it up, and it basically we let it sit for around 6 years. It was sat outside, so it was exposed to the elements, and we went over to it not so long ago to try and start it, and it would not start, not even with easy start. There was a severe lack of compression on the engine, so we stripped it off. We thought maybe because the exhaust was left uncovered, that maybe water had got down here and some of the valves would be seized open. But we stripped the head off, we reseated all the valves, cleaned everything up, reseated the valves, that all checked out. Put it back on, still wouldn't start. And we're kind of kicking ourselves because at the time we were having an R in whether to just do a full in-frame rebuild with new pistons and. Come and film the size of this thing now. Hang on. We got a visitor. You wouldn't want to be stung by him. Oh Jesus Christ! The size of that! I think he's going to be itching a lift home. That is massive. And excuse the state of the van. Ah yeah, it's that's gone up inside the heater. I'll let you deal with that. Yeah, so as I was saying. Come on, out. Out, come on. I'm going to listen to you. Where's it gone? It's gone. Yeah, so anyway, it turned out the piston rings were seized. It must have been water or something got down inside the bore. So the piston rings had actually seized into the pistons themselves. So we were getting no compression. So we ended up doing a full in-frame rebuild on that engine, and unfortunately we didn't film any of it. So a big gutted because it would have made very good content. But she's back up and running now. So I grab a hang on a minute. Let's grab a spanner to crack them off.
this 17 way. Yeah. Right, okay. Go on.
We got revs, have we?
Pull it back.
Huh?
Pull it back.
That way.
Yeah. Go on, I got it.
Right.
Yeah. Stop. Try again.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah, see what I mean, about the governor?
Yeah.
Do it again. Putting a lot of pressure on that now.
No, not really, but that won't allow you to rev it up, will it now?
No, but we don't want to let it rev up because it's over revving. Just want it to stay at. Just for now.
With a tick over.
Just to stay a tick over. Try again. Go on. Try again.
Do it again?
Yeah. Try again. Well, there we have it, guys. I think we're going to cut this video there. She's back up and running now, at least. As you just saw then, we got a problem with there's a problem with the governor. Or what we think is the governor. She's running away quite bad. We don't really want to run it like that because the engine is... we got an overspeed on the engine. Quite a significant overspeed, so... we won't risk it. We'll... I think we'll tackle that next. We'll get that governor issue sorted, and then hopefully that'll be the next video. Hopefully we'll get the get this governor sorted, and then we can do a little video of it running for you guys, just so you can see it operating before we strip it down and start restoring it. Thanks for watching, guys. As I said, please do, if you are enjoying the content, I know it is early days, like I said earlier, for this channel, but if you are enjoying, please hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and ring that bell for the notifications when we do upload new video, new content. If you guys are enjoying, we'll keep it coming. Thanks for watching.
Lock it, is it, from the inside?
I better lock that door just in case
Somebody breaks in.
someone tries to pinch it, you know?
Yeah.